What is up, YouTube fam? Today is December 31st, 2024, and we just hit 200,000 miles on the V-Dub. So what are we going to do to show the V-Dub some love? I've done a lot of things over the years. I did not buy this car new, but I bought it with very low miles from the original owner. And today, we're going to be doing some upgrades, some maintenance on the brakes. When you turn on the car, I have this light right there. I'm getting tired of seeing that light, so we're going to fix that today too. Big shout out to ECS Tuning, not a sponsor, but I like to get my parts from ECS Tuning. It's a place I go to first, usually when I'm looking for parts for the V-Dub here. So let me show you what I picked up from them. We got these nice cross-drilled slotted rotors with a special coating on them. And we got these Power Stop Extreme Street Performance brake pads. Thermal scorched for fast break-in, premium hardware included, carbon fiber ceramic low dust formula. Here is the break-in procedure, so that's good to know. And here are the pads, carbon fiber ceramic pads. Let's get them on, baby. Finally get to use my jack that I just fixed. Check that video out. Always break your lug nuts free before you lift your car. We gotta take off the calipers first, because you can't take off the rotor unless you take off the caliper. Okay, so in order to take off the caliper, we gotta take off these caps here, and then you'll be able to access the screws that hold calipers on. You need an Allen wrench for that. All right, so nothing too complicated. This is a 7mm. We gotta hang this caliper. That's what got me into trouble last time. Oh, there we go. Okay, now we got the caliper hanging. Now let's take the pads out. One pad. These are actually still good. But since I'm putting new rotors, I'm gonna replace the pads. And here's what screwed me over last time. This. I don't think this is connected. No. I pulled one of the pins out last time because this fell and it just yanked the pin out. I tried reconnecting it, but it didn't work. This is a brake pad warning sensor. Once your pads wear out to a certain point, we'll put that indicator light on your dashboard. So it's a little annoying, even though the pads are so good. And these rotors, they're a little bit worn out. It tells you what the minimum tolerance is if you want to get them reground. It's 0.748 inches. So we might take a measurement to see what it is, but these are the original VW rotors. So what I might do is get these resurfaced and see if anybody wants to buy them. Okie dokie. Spray this puppy down just in case. Oh yeah. Perfect. Boom. Off. Yeah, we'll take a measurement of that later. Let's bring in the newbie. So, there we go. It does say front driver's side, so you want to make sure you got the right one on the right side. I'm going to put some blue Loctite on this. I'm going to put a little dab of Loctite on here. Not a lot. Okay. There we go. Put that puppy in there. Good to go. Nice. I'm going to leave that sticker on there. So as your wheel spins, these are going to be going in this direction and throwing the dust out away from your car. So as it spins, it's going to be doing that. And then holes, same thing, releasing the heat. So that looks pretty good. Now we just got to put the new pads on and good to go. All right, check this out. This is a new pad. Look how thick this thing is compared to the one I took off. And they still had some meat on them, but I didn't realize they were that worn out. And here is the piece that causes your indicator, pad wear indicator light to go off. Pull this cap off. You do have to bend this back, pull your cap out. Now would have been a good time to paint my calipers, but we ain't gonna do that. Okay, the other thing is that I'm gonna have to compress my piston down to go in order to get this these new pads on. So let me get that tool. So you take this, slide it over your handle. Boom. Take this, put it inside your caliper. And then you just start screwing away. Want to make sure there's enough space in the brake reservoir to allow for that fluid to, let's see, pretty sure we're good. Yeah, we should be good. It was getting kind of full though. This should be getting close. Fits on there. Gotta make sure we put some of this right here. Where this touches the caliper, you want to make sure that the pad can slide easily. A little there, a little there, a little there, a little there. Now, let's put this back on. We put some lube here, here. Same thing down here on the bottom. I also put lube right here on the pistons. That way they can move freely. Well, the pistons don't move, but the caliper will move. So you want to make sure that those are lubed up. I think technically you're supposed to put some on the back here of the pads as well, but we're good. We're okay. All right, let's make sure that that pad is locked in here on the clip. And then we should be good to go. All right, folks, so you want to be real careful with this upper one. If you put the bottom one on first, you could probably put the top one on first and then put the bottom one because it's easier to get to, but make sure that this bolt is lined up with the hole. So hopefully you can see right there. So it's going to go through here. In order to get it lined up, you do have to hold this, push on this caliper. So make sure you're looking down as you're installing this screw right here, this caliper bolt. Because you got new pads on, these springs are going to want to push the caliper out. So you have to push it in to make sure that the caliper bolt is lined up with the hole, because it'll go in and it'll go in crooked like this, and you'll end up stripping it. And if you strip it, you're going to have to replace this whole steering knuckle. I tried to rethread this thing, and it has to be perfectly straight, and it didn't work. So I ended up replacing this whole steering knuckle. So just be careful. It's a really easy thing to mess up, and it's a really easy way to avoid it. Just make sure you're looking down from above to make sure that it's perfectly straight as you're putting in that bolt. All right, and then we just reconnect our brake sensor here. Where is it? Okay, so now we're just going to reconnect this, and you can see the two metal pins in there. So that is going to go right here. Boom, it's in. Just make sure it's not hitting on anything. Make sure, it's able to operate freely. You're good to go. So I'm just going to make sure these are tight, and we should be done with this side. Don't forget to put your little dust caps back on. The other thing is too, don't over tighten these, because you can also strip them. So just make sure they're tight, but hand tight, with your, don't use a breaker bar to tighten them up. I just use a small ratchet, 3/8 ratchet, and should be good. All right, there it is. Got the passenger side on. Same thing as the other side, except you don't have a brake pad wear indicator sensor on this side, so you don't have to worry about that. And yeah, everything's else the same. So let's get the wheels on and check it out. All right, folks, so we're going to do the last step in this whole procedure. This is the manufacturer instructions off the box. And basically what we're going to do is 10 quick stops. 5 at 40 miles per hour and then 5 at 35 miles per hour. And we're not going to come to a complete stop. We're just going to slow down to 10 miles per hour. So let's do that. Let's see if my sensor light went away. Oh yeah, look at that. 200,000 miles and no engine faults or any other indicator lights. Boom, blank, baby. All right, here we go. So we want to get up to 40 miles per hour. Let's see if we can do it. They're supposed to do it right away. So 40, 40, 40, 45 times, but one right after another. I'm trying to find a street that I can do that on. I can do it right here. All right. So go, get up to 40. Slow down to 10. Now we're gonna do it up to 35 miles per hour. And then the brakes are set. Well, YouTube gang, that job is complete. Upgrade and maintenance. Slotted and cross-drilled brake rotors and new pads. So the brakes should be working great now. Nice little upgrade after hitting 200,000 miles. So thanks everybody who's been watching my channel this year, 2024. To all the new subscribers, welcome to the channel and looking forward to 2025. So thanks for watching. Peace out. Happy New Year, everybody. Oh yeah, one last thing I forgot to mention. I do have merch now. You'll see it below the videos. On all my videos going forward, there's a sample of a couple of things I have. I have these hoodies, skater die. I am a skater as well. I got these ones too. It's the Virgin Mary on the skateboard. And it has an SD in the front. That could stand for Skater Die or San Diego. It's up for you to decide. Anyways, check it out if you want to support the channel. This one does have a little rose in the front. If you want to support the channel, check it out. You can get the merchandise in the link below. Thanks for watching. Peace.